I finally figured it out. I know it's crazy that it took me this long to figure this out, but let me know if some of y'all been going through the same situations as me. The reason why I'm not successful. I'm gonna tell you the steps why I feel like I'm not successful, and you may feel like it can apply to your life too. The reason why I be feeling like I'm not successful is because, number one, I care too much. Now, some of y'all may have this same problem. We care about things that don't make no sense. It's like we care too much about losing because we think that people are going to call us a loser and people are going to laugh at us and stuff like that. And they're going to think I'm a loser. Well, I'm not a loser. See what I'm saying? I care too much to say that. So we got to get out of that because that's stopping us from being creative and successful. We care too much. And then another reason I'm going to share with you why I think I'm not successful is because you know how I keep telling myself I'm going to do something and I never do it. And I'm not lazy or nothing like that. I'm not lazy, okay? You not lazy. You see what I'm saying? You not lazy. I'm not lazy. We're going to do it. I keep making excuses for myself. Well, the time is not right, okay? The time is not right. When the time going to be right? Time is going by. Before you know it, it's going to be 5 years later, 10 years later. We wasting time by thinking that way. We making excuses and not disciplining ourselves to focus on our purpose. Oh, let me take that back. We wasting time and we not having time to discipline ourselves on focusing on our purpose. But at the end of the day, we don't know our purpose. So that's a valid reason that we don't have no discipline, because we don't find our purpose in life until it's too late. So hopefully this video will save you a lot of time, because that's what I had to figure out. That was step 2. Number 3 is that I used to overthink situations. I used to overthink everything. And sometimes it don't take 10 minutes to solve a 2-second problem. I do that all the time, and I had to stop myself from not doing that, because some of y'all may be doing that just like me, and y'all got the potential. Y'all almost there, but y'all just keep making excuses. You see what I'm saying? Because you ain't got no discipline. That's another thing, and this is another lesson I had to learn. Look, this is why I'm not successful. I be working all the time, okay? I used to work overtime. I didn't have time to do that. So I wasn't making the right choices on how to spend my time. Once you figure out the right choices on how to use your time, you'll get to your purpose faster. And you start taking accountability more. So I was wasting time. That was the 4th reason. We got to stop wasting time. We keep thinking time is on our side. We keep making excuses that we're young. We're going to get older. Okay, number 5. Well, I'm not successful because y'all may feel this way too. I'm not successful because I'm old. I'm about to be 34. Okay, I can't be successful right now because I'm too old for that right now. My time is gone. Why am I thinking like that? I had to change my mindset. So whatever you want to do, you can do whatever you put your mind to. But it's really true, because we hard-headed. Because at the end of the day, we got to stop being hard-headed. So all that goes in the mindset. You so hard-headed, you keep telling yourself you're going to do something, you don't even do what you say. And that's another reason why I'm not successful and you not. Because we don't listen to each other. We don't listen to ourselves. We think everything some bull crap, or we just put our emotions in front of everything. Stop doing that. So, in the next lesson is that this is a good one. We worry about things we can't change instead of moving. We keep getting our emotions caught up in the visions and goals that we want to do. We so emotional about stuff that don't even matter. Because at the end of the day, everybody got an opinion. So I let all that come in between my journey, and you may be feeling the same way. That you feel like there's no hope. But at the end of the day, it's still hope because you did that last lesson I told y'all, the lesson before the last. Let me take that back. Change your mindset. Now, since you changed your mindset, now you starting to move. And I know you starting to move because you see this video now. So, and I'm proud of you for starting to move because you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Let me take that turn for you. That's a real turn. If you really sick and tired, you'll really be sick and tired. You'll do something. Now you're doing something. Now you're feeling good about yourself. You moving. You in purpose now. You making sacrifices. You having more discipline. And that's how I go. And that's why I just wasn't successful at that time that I wanted to be successful. I'm taking accountability. I can admit it. Once you can admit it, you're going to start moving. And that's all you need to know. So start taking accountability. This is another way. Start taking accountability, but start acting on how you feel. Start moving on it. If you really feel that way, start moving on it. You know they used to say that term, practice what you preach. Half of us don't practice what we preach. We don't want to get up. We don't want to make sacrifices. We don't want to take walks. We don't want to educate people. We keep thinking about us. It's not about you. That's where we be going wrong at. It's not about you at the end of the day. So, that's why you can't be successful because you're not adding no value. And I had to learn that. I don't know why I'm hard-headed. I don't know why you hard-headed. We all hard-headed. When we gonna get out of that mind frame? Oh, this is how we gonna get out of it. Change our mind frame. Was that so difficult to do? No, because we make things so difficult. We always got a rebuttal for something. And I learned how to stop having a rebuttal for everything. When I be feeling like I'm about to reflex and trip over something, I can't even trip. That's why I can't be successful if I'm always tripping. If you're always tripping, how you gonna be successful? Just figure it out. So in reality, those are the ways why I wasn't successful. I figured it out. I just care too much about a lot of stuff. You know how they used to say those sayings, you could take the horse to the water, but you can't make him drink it? So at the end of the day, I was caring so much about my passions and goals and expressing that to my friends and family, they didn't want to hear it. So that stressed me out, and I couldn't do what I was supposed to do because they didn't see my vision. Now you see how that goes? You see how that works? I care too much to express my passion to others that they don't even care. So I gotta stop caring so much because at the end of the day, it's stopping me from doing what I'm doing because I want a team to be on board with me and I don't got no team. Sometimes you gotta be a one-man army. Ain't nothing wrong with that because your mind is clear now. You can't keep waiting on people. That's why you're not successful. That's why I'm not successful right now. But that don't mean I can't be successful in the future. Woo, you didn't know how I was going to reverse that on you, did you? Mindset. You don't know. So stop thinking everything negative. Stop overthinking situations because you don't know. When you love in your journey, which I had to learn, love your journey. You don't know. I was watching a situation like that when he was talking about Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, why they so rich. He said, in reality, they so rich because it's a difference between being a worker and a boss. Let me break it down to you. He said workers go work for their money. Musk and Bezos, they let their money work for them. He basically saying like, it ain't about you working hard. It's about you figuring out ways to let your money work for you. And he also said that we always wait on one income. He was basically saying having one income is the most dangerous things you can have. He said, think about Musk and Bezos. You think if they only have one income, or something goes wrong with that income, or something falls apart within that one job or one income that you waiting on, that they're gonna be tripping? They ain't gonna be tripping because they got their money tied up in a bunch of other businesses. That's something I had to learn because we're taught to have one income. But let me get back to the point. That video was inspiring. On other note, let me say this though. What I feel like they left out. They basically were saying that Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, they're so successful because they let their money work for them. This is the part that they left out. It was a great video, but if I had to critique it, it was cool. But the thing that they left out with Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk is that they had to have the discipline to get there. It don't happen overnight. That's the part. They talking about the glorious part. We see the glitz and the glamour, but people want to know how they got there. I remember Jeff Bezos talking about Amazon in '95, if I'm not mistaken. So he had this plan in '95, and he stuck to it. So that's the important part that they don't tell you about. And that's the important part that you're not successful. That's the key part to being successful. You got to be able to love your journey. That's the most important part. Because what is a journey without love? And half of us don't ever start our journey because we don't love it. And that's why we're not successful. Guys like that, they love the journey. They didn't care about no time frame. You was talking about Amazon in '95. And it was 2015 to when you made it. But who cares at the end of the day? Because when you in purpose and you love the journey, it don't even matter for all the times you lost. Because you done won big now. And that's where we going wrong at. And I figured it out. So hopefully after you watch this video, that's why you and me both is not successful. But that don't mean you can't be successful. There's a difference. Now it's time for us to see it. Now it's time for us to see it, or we're going to keep getting the same thing over and over. And it's crazy. It's fascinating. It's deep. And that's what I had to think about. Like, it was all me. I didn't see the bigger picture. I cared too much. And then once you see this video, you're not going to care that much no more. So that's what I want to tell y'all in life. That's the reason why you didn't become successful. That's the reason I didn't. But it is what it is. Sometimes we got to take the situation for what it is and stay strong and move on. So once you do that, it may be slow progress. They used to always say that term, slow grind is better than no grind. And let me know if y'all used to feel like this too. I used to be like, what type of term is that? I'm on fast grind, fast pace. That ain't how life works. Everything is step by step. Like a baby. A baby don't just walk. They crawl first, then they walk. We had to do this stuff when we was coming up. We just don't listen. So when we get grown, why we want to walk first? Why we keep thinking about, oh, I don't want to do that? For what? Change your mindset. And what I'm saying is that put in hard work. Okay, you may have to be an actor or a movie star first before you want to become a rapper. That's what I mean. Or you may have to be playing in the background before you can be seen up front. So what? It may not be like that forever, but you got to start interpreting situations and learn when to make the right choice. If you feel like it's been doing that too long and you're still in the same position, figure out another way. That's where we go wrong at. We keep being stuck on the same way and not paying attention to the time because we thinking time is on our side and time is not on our side. That's the one thing we can't get back. Life keeps rolling, no matter what you think. The situations you've been in, friendships, their life goes on. Your life goes on. Some of them might be trying to come back and complicate your life, but you can't let them do that. Because they chose that bed, they gotta lay in it. Or anybody make that choice, they gotta lay in it. Because life goes on. And that's what I want to say. So while life is going on, you can be figuring out how to get it right. Get it right now. Don't worry about back then. Stop caring too much. You see why I said that? That was part of the lessons. Because we care too much. We can't take it back. So we just got to move on. Take the situation for it is what it is. Life goes on. Stop worrying about stuff. Because when you live in your life, you want to live a better, healthy life. And you can't worry about nothing because it's going to stress you out. You're not going to have a clear mind. You can't even do things right when your mind is not clear. You know how you be doing stuff in your mind and you keep forgetting stuff because you got so much on your mind and you just can't talk straight, think straight because your mind is not clear. You worrying about stuff that don't even matter. And the stuff you think that matter, it don't matter. Because at the end of the day, all it takes is your confidence. You gotta learn how to have confidence. So even if you ain't got a chain or a watch, or you ain't got the best car, as long as you feel like you a boss in that car, people gonna know you a boss in that car because they feel your presence. They see how you pull up. You make the car. The car don't make you. You make the car. Just like how I always say, don't let money move you. You move the money. And money ain't everything. And I know a lot of people going to say money is everything. No, it's not, because we value money too much. Use money as a tool. That's why we can't get no money, because we so scared of losing money or losing a situation. I done seen stories where there's a lot of homeless people sleeping out in cars and they was a millionaire because they didn't care. But some people going to be like, I ain't about to be homeless. Is she crazy? I ain't about to sleep in no car. But if you knew you was going to be a millionaire and you was homeless, you would do it then? Stop thinking like that. At the end of the day, elevate your mind. Because I heard a story like that because I was watching it on the news. And the guy that was homeless, he was saying that. He said he believed he could do anything he put his mind to. And once he started thinking like that, his whole life changed. After he got divorced and everything, it was a crazy story. But he done said he got divorced and everything. After he got divorced, he just switched his mindset up, was able to grind, and became a millionaire. Sometimes you may be in a bad situation. I'm not saying his situation was bad or whatever. Or if you feel like you in a situation and y'all not growing with each other and y'all just don't got nothing in common, no matter what the situation is, even if it's a friendship or a relationship or anything, sometimes you just gotta be alone. What's wrong with that? Because at the end of the day, if you can't function and your mind is not clear, it's not healthy for you in any situation, a work situation. Your mind is not clear at that job, it's time for you to start to find another job. And then, if you want to put yourself in a situation where you ain't got to never worry about that, working at a job and not having a clear mind, start figuring out a purpose when you ain't got to find a job no more. When you can elevate your mind to put your mind to better things in life, to learn on your own and start your own business. So that's how I go.